Hello dear fans. Minotaur Maze, myth or reality? The myths of ancient Greece have always aroused keen interest, because with their help one can feel the connection between the past and the present. It is especially interesting which of the myths existed in reality, and which is the fruit of human fantasy. One of the mysteries of history is the labyrinth of the Minotaur. Legend of the Minotaur. The wife of the Cretan king Minos gave birth to a terrible monster, which was named the Minotaur. It was a half-bull, half-human, eating exclusively human flesh, so he was imprisoned in a labyrinth. The maze consisted of a huge number of ingenious and intricate moves, and none of the people who got there could find their way back. In order to appease the Minotaur, King Minos had to sacrifice living people to him. Every year, as a tribute for the defeat in the war, 14 girls and boys were brought from Athens to Crete. According to another version, the Athenians sent young men and women in the form of expiation for the death of their son Minos, who was killed by a marathon bull. It was these young people who were meant to be sacrificed to the monster. And then one day Theseus, the son of the Athenian king, voluntarily went to Crete, among the 14 victims, in order to end the sacrifices and kill the Minotaur. The daughter of King Minos, Ariadne, fell in love with Theseus and gave the young man a ball of thread so that he could find his way out of the labyrinth. Theseus tied one end of it at the entrance. The young man walked towards the Minotaur, and the ball gradually unwound. Theseus was able to defeat the monster, and the guiding thread helped him find his way back to Ariadne. This is the myth of the Minotaur's labyrinth. Does this labyrinth really exist? Many believe that the labyrinth of the Minotaur is the palace of Knossos, which is located on the island of Crete, 5 kilometers from the modern city of Heraklion. Until our time, only ruins have survived, but both from them and from the reconstructed plan one can understand how grandiose the dimensions of this palace were, how chaotic and numerous its premises are. The palace of Knossos consisted of a central courtyard surrounded by many courtyards and buildings. The structure formed a complex system of halls, temples, corridors, rooms, warehouses, and aisles. All this was at different levels and was connected by countless passages and staircases. At the same time, the palace is not a disorderly heap of buildings, but a single architectural complex, a huge palace city that has no analogues in the history of architecture. Currently, the palace at Knossos has been partially restored and is considered one of the main attractions of the island of Crete. The fact that the labyrinth of the Minotaur and the palace is one and the same is indirectly confirmed by the coins depicting the labyrinth, which were in use in the ancient city of Knossos. Until now, the palace of Knossos keeps many mysteries, is the pearl of the Minoan civilization, and, of course, deserves to visit it and answer the question yourself, isn't this palace a mythical labyrinth? Thanks for watching.